The next morning, we headed to Crystal Ball Cave, known for the giant crystal calcite formations inside. Located a short drive from Great Basin National Park, the cave sits on the property of rancher Gerald Bates, with whom we'd arranged a special tour. As a private cave located in a fairly remote location, we needed to bring along our own lantern to help light the way once we entered the cave.
Okay, what makes Crystal Ball Cave unique and different from other caves is the calcite crystal. Everything you look at in there is covered with calcite crystal. This calcite crystal would be classified as an Iceland spar crystal. At the time it was discovered, this was the largest known body of dogtooth spar crystal in the world.
As we entered the cave, Gerald proceeded to tell us about the history of this unique place.
We found quite a few bones in the cave. We found ground sloth, saber-toothed cat, camel, horse. We found actually 3 horse hooves, possibly the same horse because they were all about the same size.
And this is how the cave gets its name?
Actually, when my uncle first came in the cave, I was one of the first ones that came in with him. And we got right in this area here and he looked at these big old balls of calcite crystal or dogtooth spar crystal, and he said, I'm going to call this Crystal Ball Cave.
As we illuminated the crystal with our flashlight, even the walls lit up like lanterns, revealing the properties of solid crystal.
This is a real good example of the Iceland spar crystal. When you put the light on it, you'll see how pure it is. It doesn't have any of the iron oxide coloring in it. That's the difference between the other crystals and the Iceland spar. The Iceland spar doesn't have any iron oxide, and it's a real pure crystal. It's just like glass.
Wow.
Oh, that is just beautiful. Look at that. Oh. Now I know why it's called Crystal Cave. That is just amazing.
They do. They all look like diamonds. It just looks like a bazillion diamonds.
Yeah, these little tiny crystals here are Aragonite crystals, the little tiny fine pointed ones. And under certain conditions, Aragonite will convert back to calcium. So I would suspect maybe this was a lot of Aragonite at one time, but a lot of it is converted back to calcium.
Then Gerald pointed out what appeared to be a stalagmite, but was actually called a cone made of solid crystal. He asked us to tap on it to show that it carries a tone.
There you go.
Then he encouraged us to hum along with him, which we did. This was to demonstrate that the entire cave reverberates. We could feel the vibrations straight to our bones. Then Amelia made a startling discovery.
Hey, that looks like another horse hoof there. I wonder if that's another horse hoof. That looks just like the other horse hoofs we've found.
Looks exactly like it.
Hey, that is.
Ah!
That's another horse hoof.
Oh my God.
That makes number 4. That's the fourth
horse hoof.
Horse hoof we've seen. Now it's a 4-footed horse.
But what about the other bones?
We have some other bones in here too. I don't know what that is.
Oh my gosh, and there's some just right there in the dirt. You remember this, you got bones
yeah, there's bones all over here.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed them before, and she was just pointing them out, and then I looked and I thought, well, that looks just exactly like one of them horse hooves.
You know what? If you have somebody come back here, this almost looks...
Yeah, those look like they could be the ribs and everything else there.
Backbone. You may have an entire skeleton here.
Yeah.
We caught a glimpse of a flying bat toward the exit of the cave. Following his movements, we saw long, wriggling ears that belonged to a group of Townsend's big-eared bats that were roosting just inside the cave door. These bats rely on the protection of the cave by day, emerging at night to feed almost exclusively on moss.